Hmm. Well, I don't know if we're live yet or not. I can't see it. Let's see. Yes, we are. All right. The link is in at the bench. We do this every Monday and Friday, 7 Central to 9 o'clock. And then there's an after party. In order to see this link to get into the stream, you need to be a member, a supporter of Stunt Hangar. Of course, you can just always watch it on YouTube, and we ask that you give it a like and subscribe to the channel and share it on Face Nose or whatever the hell. Yo, Daniel Berry Sports is in the house. Let's see here. All these damn pop-ups. All righty. Worked on the trailer today. I got all insulation in. Who's this, Gary?
Yeah, huh?
Well, there you are. I can see you. No, I can't see you.
Yeah, I can't see me.
I don't know. I don't run your camera.
Yeah, I don't either. It says
Can't see you.
I don't see me. I might have to start back again.
All right,
Yeah,
I'll be here.
I'll have me get. Let's see if I can.
Worked on the trailer today. Got the insulation finished, doing the roof, and went to Lowe's and picked up some fence pickets. I'm going to have to run them through my planer. They start out 5/8 of an inch thick, and I figure that if I plane them down to 1/8 of an inch, I can get them to bend. What I need is to put some. I need to scab on some wood so that I can run those slats up there. There's just so many little things to do. Stops. Had to take Chris to therapy today, and I stopped and got some Bondo because I'm going to Bondo the floor to make sure it's perfect. You know that the wood that way the linoleum will stick down good, just like building a big model airplane. Tomorrow I'm going to install that door. Install the door and maybe get the floor down. All right, guys, come on in. Didn't do any work on the Continental today. It's still dry, and I can tell that it needs to dry for another day or so. I'm going to sand it and reshoot the white again, make it perfect. There's Gary.
Now see what happened. There you go.
Yeah, what happened?
Oh, I think that up at the top here, the little shield that goes over the camera. I think it was fooling with it. I think, in a cover, covered it up. So we got her, I think.
You don't want the government spying on you, huh?
Uh,
I just turn the cameras away. I got cameras on a post, so I just turn the cameras to the wall at
yeah.
night or unplug them. They're all USB. Uh, it didn't do any filming today. I'm telling you, I'm getting too old for this shit. You know, I was doing this stuff just 4 years ago, same job. Shit, I can't hardly get in and out of the trailer now.
Yeah, we're not getting any younger. Yeah.
It's terrible. I don't think I could do that job anymore. Not when it takes me all day to cut and trim out all that insulation to get it in.
Yeah,
Not,
you gluing that on the side of the trailer, the
no,
insulation? No.
no. I'm cutting it, fitting it so you have to force it in. They have to be perfect cuts. Then I'm going to take duct tape and tape between, on the steel
Mhm.
stud. So maybe tomorrow I'll paint the walls and get them screwed up so that I can frame out the ceiling joists or whatever. Got to screw in wood to the. There's some one inch square tubing that runs from side to side. So I'm going to take a 2 inch piece of cedar, 2 inch by quarter-inch thick, and run that up to it. Then I'll take my nailer and put up all those quarter-inch slats that I got.
I saw the pictures inside. It's a pretty nice trailer.
Oh, it's a great trailer.
Yeah, yeah.
I just found the registration for it. I didn't pay that much for it. I thought I did. But 2019, I paid a little less than $2,000 for it. Back when I had money.
Yeah.
If I fix this thing up right and I do a nice job, it'll probably be worth $4,000.
Oh, yeah. There's putting a lot of stuff in it. Yeah.
The guy down the street, I was looking over there and he was dismantling wheelchairs. Well, I had something to do with wheelchairs at Devers. We did the lifts. And I walked over there and I said, "Hey, what's going on? And, where do you work?" And blah, blah, this, that, and the other. So I'm scrapping out these wheelchairs. And he had some AGM batteries there, big batteries. I said, "Them batteries any good?" He said, "Oh, they won't run the chair." I said, "Well, let me go home and get my tester. What are you going to do with them?" "Oh, we're scrapping them." I said, "Well, can I have a couple?" So he gave me a couple of AGM batteries. And they're not that old well, they are that old, 4 years from 22. So I can build my solar with those AGM batteries. And things are heavy though.
Yeah. I bet.
I've got to keep this trailer under 1,500 pounds. So tomorrow morning I'll get up early and go out there and work on it some more.
How cold is it there?
Well, it
I
wasn't
mean,
bad today. It was,
one
I think,
bad today.
62.
I saw him. I just scrolling through there and had a thing come up and said Ohio's going to get 2 to 14 inches of snow Saturday, and that, what? So I don't think so. They don't show anything other than that. I don't know how these people get on this stuff like that and tell lies and stuff. Come up with all this kind of stuff and it's not true at all.
About the weather?
Well, anything seemed like you know.
Well, see,
Yeah.
I'm going to predict the weather. It's going to rain tomorrow in the listening area.
Yeah.
The listening areas around the world, and I'll guarantee that it's going to rain. 100% chance. But when they say there's a 50% chance, that means there's a 100% chance it's going to rain in 50% of the listening area. What kind of stupid shit is that?
I know.
It's 59 here right now. It's going to get down to 45. And tomorrow it's supposed to be 59. So it'll be 60 something. Sunday it's going to be 74 with 35% chance of rain. That means it's going to rain in 35% of this viewing area, or 100% chance. And then Monday it's up to 77, so it's starting to warm up.
Yeah, it's supposed to warm up. Yeah, I think so.
I don't really like it till it gets to 80. 80's in this area is a pretty comfortable temperature. In the desert where I'm from, 100 is a pretty comfortable temperature to me.
Yeah.
Most people don't like it, but it's different. There's a lot of humidity here. There ain't no humidity in the desert. Let me pop out the chat. There ain't none. Hey, Steve Berry says he's here. Pop out chat. There was a wise guy in the last video I did. Said, "Why am I so rude?" Well, I'm allowed to have a bad day. That gets discouraging after a while.
Yeah.
And then telling me to stop buying model airplane shit and because I ate a TV dinner. What do these people think they are?
Yeah, it's too bad you don't have someone close can work with you, like John did and stuff.
Well, I got someone close, but it ain't like John. I mean, John was, as skilled a craftsman as I am. I had Steve come over and help me tote all this material, so that helped.
Yeah, it's good. Does he live how far away does he live from you?
Half hour, half an hour. I could take my car to go get all that shit, but I'd have to cut it up into 16-inch. It just wouldn't, 16-inch pieces and then stack it in the car. Do that in the parking lot, which when I go to Illinois to buy those white pine lumber pieces, I cut a 30-foot piece into 6-foot long pieces. I need to get over there and do that again, buy some more spar material because I'll guarantee this year, because yeah, I didn't build a new airplane for this year, which is highly unusual. To not build a Pampa airplane for the next season. I just kind of dabbled in the Caramba and what I don't know what else I built.
Making tanks and
Yeah. So I need to start another project, and I normally start an airplane the day after the Nats for the next year. And I try to build two of them. or two that are similar, maybe change a little bit to see what works better. But I go to the nets and I observe what's working and get ideas.
Mhm.
And you guys don't need a set of plans. It's not that complicated. Just take your, if you want an airplane that somebody's flying at the nets, take your camera and a tape measure and a notepad and just take all the numbers down and a lot of pictures and build it. It's that easy.
Yep.
That's how I did Billy's Thunderbolt 2004. But the thing that I missed on Billy's Thunderbolt is the weight of his airplane. 52 or 53 ounces made it fly exceptionally well. Exceptionally well.
Is
And
yours
mine
was heavier because of what wood you got?
wood, and
Oh,
I ended up painting it with automotive paint. I think
oh,
mine was 69 or 70 ounces, somewhere in there. I really can't remember. I got the tail sitting up there on the wall, but it was really nice looking, really nice looking. I would build another one of those if I could get really good wood and make a few changes. But it'd have to be no more than 55 ounces. And that would be hard to do. There's a lot of lumber in that airplane.
yeah. It's big with a fuselage like that at that time.
Well, it takes a lot of
It's,
paint to cover all that
yeah,
area.
yeah.
And paint really weighs. Well, I wonder if anybody going to come in tonight.
Well,
I think maybe this is dying. I say that every week, but it ends up full.
yeah, they finally get in here.
I need somebody like Charles to take this over again. It's just hard being a one man show. Charles did a good job.
Yeah, he did.
Well, so did Rusty, really.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's when I got started. It was Rusty. Mhm.
You know, he never told me he was sick.
Mm.
He was America's longest living dialysis patient. He'd been on it his whole life.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yep. And the last time I saw him in Huntersville, he looked really bad. I didn't know Bill Little was sick either, and he just kind of disappeared. Did you know who that is?
I don't know. That don't sound familiar.
He was the guy out of North or South by Huntersville there, whatever that is, South Carolina. Bill Little was a huge dude. He was a football coach, and he had to be 6'8" or 9" and 400 pounds, just huge guy. He was the second person to register on Stunt Hangar.
Mm.
So his title was second in command. You know, I kind of set Stunt Hangar up like a military operation where, yeah, I'm running it and I get to make the decisions, but everybody gets to, operate their own section, and I don't question it. If they kick somebody off, well, not my problem. And then Randy came on, and he was an admin, but now he's sick. So Steve Berry now is taking his space to kind of watch over watch over things, the whole forum. Then everybody else has a section. Got my bill the other day from Spectrum, $100 for internet only. I called them up. What is this? Oh, our promotion's over. What? I can get Starlink for 50. So, well, we'll up your speed to 500 meg and drop it to $90. I said, okay, whatever. And it is faster.
Yeah. Hmm.
Let's see here.
Everything's changing.
And Minnesota Mike says the last show Rusty did, he was really bad. Yeah. Yeah, it's not too hard to get it done. What does that mean? What does that mean, Steve? It's not too hard to get what done? You got to remember you're talking on the internet, and I don't understand gibberish.
Yeah.
There we go. Oh, admin on Stunt Hangar. Yeah, everybody, you should have been around when it first started. It was a free for all. I had to really whip them into shape. We had Bradley Walker on there. It was always stirring things up. And not like Aviojet either. Aviojet, everybody wanted me to kick Aviojet off. I did not ban Aviojet. I knew he would just go away. If you didn't feed the trolls, he would just get tired. He was lonely. He didn't have nobody.
Well, come
So come
on
on,
in.
guys. What?
Come on in. Weather's fine here.
Yeah, come on. Yeah, I got it pretty well straightened out. But when we first started,
Well, I
it was
bet.
it was
Yeah.
pretty wild. It was transition. I only made one post on Stuka Stunt when Leonard pissed me off. I said, "Well, guys, I'm out of here. I'm starting my own thing." And boy, that really pissed Leonard off. And pretty soon, with the format that I got, it kind of killed Stuka, which was not my intention. But I tell you what, Facebook is really hurting me. I don't know how anybody can operate on Facebook. You can't find anything. You go on there?
Hmm. Oh, yeah, I'm on there once in a while, but just scroll through and that's about it.
It's one long
I know.
continuous thread. John said, "I really want to show you this picture I saw on Facebook an hour
Oh,
ago."
good
So
luck.
he's scrolling and scrolling. You can't find it.
Yeah, I know.
That's
It's there while you're looking, and if you turn it off and turn it back on, then it's gone.
yeah.
Uh,
I don't get it. People like it. Whatever. They like it. What people don't understand about Facebook is they say, well, it's free and you can post huge pictures there. Yeah, you can post huge pictures, but it's not free. That you are the product. They're selling you. They're selling your information. I got a huge email list that if I wanted to make money, I could sell it. But that defeats the point of Stunt Hangar. So I just won't do it. People think they're getting spam because they're on Stunt Hangar. No, not for me. The internet is a weird place.
yeah.
Even your credit card companies are selling your information. I bet you didn't know that.
Bob, everybody's selling it. Yeah, a lot of information out there.
You know, I got ads on Stunt Hangar, and the one guy says, "I'll quit donating." It, if they only knew what I made from them ads, it's like nothing. I made $1.97 yesterday or some shit like that. But it's something.
Yeah,
My dad told me, he said, "Well, you got this. Just duplicate it. Do it over and over." I couldn't run another site. I couldn't do one more thing. Like this morning, I had to spend 2 hours at therapy. So there's 2 hours out of the day shot. Then the phone's ringing every 5 minutes. That's why it's hard to get a hold of me because if I don't know you and you're not in my phone, it won't ring. So you got to leave a message. And if I feel like it, I'll get back to you. He got a text from Bob Arata. Let's see. Bob passed away yesterday. Melvin Young. Ah, it's too bad.
where's he from?
St. Louis here.
Oh,
He had dementia. We always went to SIG, all us guys together. I mean, you probably never been to SIG, right? Montezuma, Iowa.
no,
Well, that was the factory in Montezuma, Iowa. I really hated to see that contest go. That's why I met Roland McDonald. And there was one other guy, he flew the Tempest. I can't remember his name, but another real prominent stunt flight. Of course, Mike Gretz with his Magnum Plus. And anyway, it was behind Hazel Sig's house. They had a runway, full scale runway, and that's where we held the contest. So it was a good time. I look at all these pictures in these books, and I think back how many guys have passed away. It's unreal. It's unreal.
yeah,
Bob was about 80, I guess. That is sad news, though. Check your
Yeah.
emails. I got a text from Bob Arata's daughter that Bob passed away yesterday. Sent out a group today. That was just an hour ago. I got this. Well, that's another thing. If you send me an email with an attachment, don't expect me to open it. I don't open them. Here's a PSA for all you guys watching. Anything that comes with a PDF, hey Ray, with a PDF or a JPEG or whatever in email, unless you know exactly who it's from, don't open it. Don't answer any stuff. I don't care if it says Amazon. If it says Amazon or UPS or whatever, and it's got a PDF, don't open it. Call them.
Hey, Denny's coming in.
Hey, Denny,
Hey, Denny,
Howdy.
how are
See,
you?
gotta turn you up a little bit here. Come on. Where'd the
you hear?
volume go?
There you go, go.
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah,
Yes.
All righty. Terrific. Wow, it looks like a pretty quiet shop so far, huh?
it is.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Did you hear that Bob Arata died?
That who did?
Bob Arata.
No,
Yeah,
I
well,
had not heard it.
you know who it is, though, right?
I'm not sure I do.
He
Bob
was like
Arana?
Bob Arata, Arata. He flew a boxcar chief at SIG, and he flew a Tucker Special. But he was a Lafayette Escadrille member. I just got a message from Dan McAtee that he passed away yesterday.
Yeah, that's too bad. That's too bad here. No, I don't think I ever met Bob. But still, the the times they're a changing. They're just enjoy each other as long as we can. That's all we can do.
Yeah.
Ray, the trailer's going good. I gave a little update at the beginning of this.
Yeah. I'll figure out. I can barely hear you guys. Let's see if I can figure out what's going on here. So keep just.
Turn up the hearing aid.
Yeah.
That's it. Okay. That's up. That's up. Maybe one other thing I can do. Hang on a second here.
Yeah, boost the hearing aid.
Mm-hmm.
Chris
Aha.
wants me. Chris wants me to get hearing aids. I said I don't need them. She said, "Well, you can't hear anything." Yeah, I don't want to.
You explain that that's not always a bad thing.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, these ones I have here, when I'm using the phone, the sound from the phone streams directly to my hearing aid. Okay.
Yeah.
And so if you're sitting right next to me, you can't hear anything coming out of my phone. It's going straight in. And as a result, sometimes, like when I'm out driving or out walking, the wind's blowing or something like that, I'll turn the regular um, microphones down some so I don't have the wind whistling through my ears or anything. I can still hear the phone. Well, that's where I was at today. I had it, did some run around this morning, turned the hearing aids down while I was out driving, and just never bothered to turn them back up. Been sitting here by myself all day, so.
And nice quiet.
I wish I could tell you I missed it, but I don't think I missed a damn thing. So
Yeah.
where I did miss, I forgot to change it here. I believe we have a changing of the calendar page. So
Yeah. I don't know who's on the calendar for this month.
that's it.
Who is it, Gary?
I think it's Charles Carter, isn't it?
Charles Carter. Mm-hmm.
I don't know why I remember him associated with the month of May. Is it his birthday or something? Do you know?
I don't think so. I think that's just where I stuck him when I
Mm-hmm.
first was doing it, and I just
Mm-hmm.
some of just leave him at the same place.
had a nice chat with him last week. Sounds like he's doing well. And it's good, just good to hear from him. I haven't talked to him for a while, so it's nice to chat with him. So
I guess he's mad at me or us or whatever. He don't come on no more.
I don't know. I think he did did the hosting for a long time, and I think he by the end there, I think he was suffering some burnout and stuff like that. And I think he's just kind of recovering from all of that. Meanwhile, he's up to here, with his kids and everything, running them around. He's talking about he's carpooling his kids to college and stuff like that. He's got one of his kids is in college and doesn't drive or something like that, and so he's been running around and stuff. So I don't know. Sometimes real life gets in the way. So
We were talking about Rusty just a little bit ago too.
yep.
Yeah.
I never knew he was sick until the end. I saw him in Huntersville just before he passed away,
Mhm.
and he told me that was the United States longest dialysis patient. Been on dialysis his whole life.
Yep. Yeah, I remember he mentioned that on one of the chats, and through the chat room and stuff. I had no idea that of any of that either until probably the last maybe 6 months, 8 months or so. But I don't know. I don't know. You know how this is. I mean, it's just getting everybody together, chatting, keeping everybody involved and stuff. I think it's a bit of a load, uh, and I could see where it could wear you down. So
I'll tell you what, you want to watch somebody weird flying, you need to watch Rusty because down is up and up is down. You ever seen that?
yeah,
I know.
I have. Well, George Waters
Yeah.
shows it. He's like that. He's one of them guys. So
Ken Pasco was like that when I was a kid. I'd
hmm
see Ken do that and he'd be giving it down and it'd go up.
yeah, and normally, and you watch them fly, and it doesn't usually like jump out at you, and then maybe you watch a little bit, so wait a minute, that didn't look right, and then finally you just really pay attention. It's like, holy crap, you know.
Yep.
So, well, what the heck? Maybe he's got it right, maybe the rest of us got it wrong. I don't know.
I don't think so.
You know.
Nah, but probably in the beginning, you start, nobody's there to teach you. You just
Mhm.
whatever take off on like,
Well, it's kind of like Rich Gacabone. He flies the other way around.
Mhm.
And that's kind of weird. But back then, everybody was flying that way.
Yeah, all the so-called pioneers all flew that way.
Yeah.
The Bolt and uh Lou Andrews, I don't know, a few others. They all flew that way. So
They were using the torque of the engine to roll the airplane out.
yep. And I think what one of the things that probably changed it over is, of course, one of the early popular, events that everybody was flying was speed. And someone discovered if you go counterclockwise, instead of generating line tension, the airplane would actually turn towards the circle a little bit and it would go faster.
Well,
So,
here's one for you. In 1948, my dad flew speed and he had a ball engine. And they pointed the engine in
hmm
1 degree.
hmm
Hey, Mark, thank you for the super chat.
all right, you
And
got one.
finally, first one of the month. We only got 3 last month. Terrible.
hmm
Yeah, they pointed the engine in at him,
hmm
and they used to whip him, and that's before the pylon.
Yeah. Well, they weren't supposed to whip, well, I'm not whipping. Well, they put him in a pylon. That kind of
Yeah.
took all the doubt out. Well,
Well, if you watch Joey Mathis, he's passed away too, but Joey could whip in the pylon.
hmm
He'd be pulling that handle, you know, pulling
Yep.
that handle around there.
I remember watching some guys with the monoline systems, and of course that was like a long, the long rail. and you could see they'd be holding, one hand in the pylon, or the other hand, you could see they were clearly pushing on the arm.
Yep.
So, but it was pretty hard to hide it though, too. So,
Whipping in the pylon.
you ever flown in a pylon?
No.
I never either.
I've seen some people who do it very, very well, and some people who do it poorly. I would think if not whipping them, the people who do it poorly are the ones that are actually they're like behind the airplane, and they could actually slow the airplane down. So
The only speed stuff I flew is I flew a scat rat, which is not speed, it was rat racing.
Yeah,
About
that's what I did.
140 mile an hour.
yeah, we got I flew a little bit of rat race and Goodyear racing early on in the mid 60s or so, and it was fun. It was I liked the airplanes when they were really simple, and they just kept getting more complex. And put it in perspective, I never had an airplane that had a fuel shut off on it. Those came in, a little bit later, and
Well,
I don't know.
my scat rat had a torpedo 40 on it.
Mm-hmm.
Greenhead torpedo 40. Here comes Ed.
Yeah, and if I have to mute myself, it's because I still have a couple of dogs that are not wanting to go to sleep.
How you doing, Ed?
So, better, finally. About the last 2.5, 3 weeks.
Okay.
It goes from feeling better, so you do a little bit more, and then you start hurting some more. And then you get over it, then you do a little bit more than that, then you start hurting some more. So
Yeah. Well, today is 2 weeks since my shoulder surgery, and all in all, I gotta say it's doing all right. Doesn't hurt or anything like that. It just doesn't work. So
yeah,
I can't do anything.
Are you able to sleep?
Just the last couple of days.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
finally figured it out, and for like I had about a 10-day stretch there where the most sleep I got in any night was about 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
So,
Well, welcome to my world for the last, I don't know how many months.
yeah,
It's like you're on constant jet lag.
that's it. But just the last couple of nights, I took some of those Tylenol PMs with the Benadryl or whatever it is on the side, and
With the
they
heroin
kind of
in
knock you out.
Then
Honest to God, they had given me some pain pill, codeine, pain pills, and thankfully I haven't had a lot of pain.
Yeah, I can't.
But I did try a couple of those pills. All I did is knock me on my butt, and they didn't do anything to dull the pain. So it didn't seem to, it's like I couldn't walk straight or anything like that. My head was constantly spinning. So they're just sitting in the cabinet, and I'm
Well, you can sell them.
hoping here. I'm just gonna, yeah. That's it.
My painkillers gave me horrible nightmares.
I believe it. I believe it. I was getting, I had all kind of paranoia and everything like that. I'd have been a terrible junkie. That's all.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't take my pain pills either. I didn't need them.
I feel very fortunate with that. I'm talking to Steve Smith. It sounds like he's okay on pain too. So
yeah, Chris didn't take her codeine pills either for her shoulder.
Yeah, just Tylenol is all I needed and stuff. Well, they gave me a stronger Advil once a day. I forget what it's called.
Yeah.
And stuff, but
yeah, I was taking ibuprofen if I'm hurting. The bigger thing is my sister got me a couple of those gel pack ice packs. And they got custom ones that fits over your shoulder.
Yep.
I put that on, and man, that's my drugs. I mean, that really feels good when that goes in there. So
and actually, I have a thing that looks like a beer cooler where a 6-pack would fit.
Yeah.
It's got a pump. It's got hoses. You hook it up to a special pad. You put ice water in it, and it circulates. And boy, you talk about lowering the pain. The swelling. Well, the swelling
Yep.
goes down, the pain goes down.
That's it.
Yeah.
About the only biggest time I'm using them now is I've been doing physical therapy twice a week, and I usually do it beforehand to make sure there's no swelling, and then I do it afterwards, take care of any swelling that happens. Although the therapy sessions have been going well, but again, I haven't had any long-term issues there. Last night, the middle of the night, I must have rolled over on that shoulder or something like that. I woke up and it was just screaming at me.
Yeah.
And I got up a minute. I actually took a couple of ibuprofen. By the time I got back to bed, it felt better. And then, just propped myself up so I couldn't roll over the same way. And
I
it
have
was
one of
all
those.
right.
I have one of those chairs, electric chairs, and
Mhm.
on knee surgery, 2 months in that chair before I could lay in bed.
Wow.
And that with the ankle, it was probably 2 to 3 weeks. I just stayed in that chair, and that was the only way I could try to sleep.
I had no luck in sleeping in the recliners. Part of the trouble with the recliners, all my recliners are manual, right
Oh,
hand
no.
Yeah, and
operated.
again, yeah.
No, I got
So
one of those
I can't even reach the handle. All right, so
I got the Bimford model. It's got all the electrics and does everything.
all right,
Oh,
more
Yeah.
power.
Yeah.
The Binford, more power, right?
Yeah. Well, we can switch the subject if you'd like here. I could show you something work in progress.
I
Okay.
think that's a good idea.
Yeah. Uh,
Look at that.
okay, that's the half E 190.
All
So
right,
what's the wingspan on that?
26,
30,
30.
32, I
31
think.
was it? 31,
32,
32,
something like that.
Yeah, I think that's what you told me. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And your lines will be how long?
I have no idea.
52s.
No,
I'll
Yeah.
suggest 52s.
52.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
So anyway,
so
I've
10
been
pound Spectra. Yeah.
real happy with the weight.
Mm-hmm.
You can't really tell, but here's the top of the weight box.
Hold
Whoops,
it
top
up.
of the weight box. And I've got a little hole here that I can drill out and put a couple of BBs or whatever in there for tip weight.
Mm-hmm.
And
Sounds good.
yeah. So I hope to have it done by Brodak.
How much did
Looks
your
like you
golf
can.
cart cost you to rent at Brodak?
Let's see here. I just got a receipt for this year. 800 comes to mind, including delivery. But I had another gentleman add his cart, one of the scale guys. We might be able to combine ship transportation possibly. If, like if I tried to coordinate it with them, maybe they'd only charge one delivery charge. So,
Yeah, they all come on a flatbed at the same time.
right, exactly. But realistically, if I make a reservation and you make a reservation, it's not the same. So they could charge delivery for each one.
Or you
I
know
would
they're
hope-
going to charge delivery for each one.
Well, what I'm saying is that I've been working with them for several years and I do quite a few rentals. I could possibly say I want to put my one cart up to two carts
Mm.
is what I'm saying. Let's see here.
See if they'll give you a break on that. Yeah.
Let me know if that works out.
I'm looking for her message that sent me the quote, but 800 and some comes to mind.
Yeah, I won't be doing that. I can't afford that.
But it was like 600 and then a couple hundred in pickup and delivery. Shoot.
If they're delivering 10 carts out there, you'd think they'd be free delivery.
Yeah.
Nothing's free. It'd be a $600 cart with a 200 delivery, or an $800 cart free delivery.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. I'll ask the question. It'd be interesting, but I can't find it quickly as we talk. But I remember seeing something a total of 800 and some. And I was like, wow. But then that was getting it on Sunday to Saturday. And then I looked at the breakdown, and I believe it was 600 and some, and then there was transportation and then taxes that I had to pay.
That's another thing. Taxes. What are they taxing? Nothing. It's a joke.
Yeah, I hear you.
When
Well,
I grew
the tariff will make up for it. Oh,
when I grew up, there was no tax on food. Now there's tax on food. I mean, there's
Mhm.
tax on everything.
I mean, if you look at Pennsylvania, the last I knew, if you were buying like raw meat, not processed,
Right.
there's no tax, things like that. But anything that's been processed, that's taxable.
Somebody doing nothing got their hand out, needs some money. That's where they're what they're doing.
mm-hmm.
And
You're
then it's
not
our
doing a
gas.
Bodak, right, Denny?
No, I'm not planning on it. I guess more directly, I'm planning on not being there. So,
That's kind of a bummer. I mean, I got a feeling this might be the last one.
the last, I've had that feeling the last 4 or 5, and I've always been kind of fatalistic about it. If it was the last one, I've had so much fun at Brodak over the years and stuff. It's the last one. God bless you, and we'll move on. But yeah, it would be a shame if it was. On the other hand, Buzz keeps talking about it. They'll keep doing it, and she says they'll keep doing it after she's gone. So I don't know. We'll see. It's out there. Enjoy.
Well, I think the town gets after them.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't have it for a couple of years during the COVID era, and the town got after them.
Yep.
Well, I hope they're getting some money from the town because some of the stuff that I'm trying to do, there's a possibility of the tourist association can help you get special hotel rates or some money. So supposedly. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's curious. I would expect like you'd get potential for a group rate of hotels or something, or some kind of a package with the hotel. But I don't know if the hotel would pay directly to Brodak or just give it directly to the customers. But
Ray says to Ed, that's a super nice airplane.
Oh, thank you. It's getting there. Worth a try. I've got the other half A electric ready for a test flight, so that should be interesting to see the epiphany and that.
so you got your foot ready for a test flight?
No.
Still not quite there yet, huh?
No, not comfortable enough. I'm getting better and better, but I would be I'd be afraid. But once again, I've every week seems to be slightly better, and we got 5 weeks, so I would hope that at least I could stumble around then. And
Yeah.
that. And I've
Well, I
always
hope
got
you
the
can.
option of hooking up my Line Master's handle with the throttle control and the kill switch.
Yep. Yeah, it's a
5
good thing.
weeks.
Just fly it like a scale mail.
I better get after my trailer project. 5 weeks.
Yeah. Yeah.
They
Well,
go
Sparky,
fast.
you working on taking a trailer?
I take a trailer every year, but I took
Okay.
I took my cargo trailer and I'm transforming it into a camper type
Okay.
trailer. Finished inside with
Yeah.
linoleum floor and solar electricity and all that shit. Because at the Nats, now that John's passed away, I can't afford a motel room at the Nats, so I'm judging this year. I'm going to stay at the primitive campground there, and I'll be damned if I'm going to sweat in that box.
Portable man cave, huh?
Yep, it's got insulation. I'm thinking about I can get a wall unit for $150, and I can do it one of two ways. I can revamp the ducting and have it on the roof and blow down, or I can cut a hole in the side and slide it in and out in a whatever Pelican case.
Mm-hmm.
So, but because a good roof mount air conditioner is 900, and I can't afford that.
Yeah.
But I tell you, it's been a lot of work doing this stupid thing, getting it all apart. And I just got the insulation done on the walls today.
I can imagine. My RC trailer was very minimal, and that took enough out of me doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this is a little trailer. It's only 5 foot by 8 foot. It's not a big 40-foot trailer, but shit.
Yeah. Yeah, I had something. I think I had 5 or 6. I made it to where I could get it in my garage, and that. So I had to pay extra for a cut down version.
Mm-hmm.
6 by 14, probably.
I want to say 12, 6 by 12, and then just under 7 foot tall. But it slid right into the garage. It was great.
Well, I got a little Saturn View with a 1,500-pound trailer towing capacity, so I can't have a big one. So mine's a real low ceiling. You've seen
Yeah.
it. It's the one I bring to the Brodax and the Nats every year.
Right.
I just thought it was time for an upgrade. But I should have done this 10 years ago when I was physically more capable, because, man, I'm having a hard time getting in and out of the thing. Up and down, up and down, up and down.
Tell me. Yep, it hurts.
Well, I've either caught a kidney infection or been sleeping on my back wrong. I have a pain in my lower back. And when I turn well, it's kind of gone away now, but today and yesterday, if I turn just right, sharp pain up your spine.
Oh, well.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to deal. Back pain always gets your attention. That's for sure.
Here comes Team Angstrom.
Hey, good day, mate.
Yeah. Good
You're
day.
kidding. From the other side of the world?
Yes, we are. We're here.
My goodness,
in
the lights are
Australia.
on down there. So
Yep. There's the rest of Team Angstrom right there.
how you guys doing?
Doing fantastic. And we're out at the field, so I'll turn it around. There's an official flight for the World Cup right now.
All right. And
It's,
did you get your flights in on that yet? I saw
So today-
I saw you had a first round flight, but
Yeah. You want to
Yeah,
give
we
an
first and second round. I'm 16th up today at 11:10. And yeah, yesterday's flight was not as good as the first day. There was a lot of wind. It was really picking up out there, and there was some questionable things.
well,
Yeah. The weather's been everywhere. The first day he was flying in fog. He was like 5th up. He was flying in fog, and he said he had a hard time even seeing the markers.
Seeing the markers.
Yeah, and it was dead air. So had that, and then going into second flights yesterday. I mean, maybe the first couple of flyers got some okay air, but I mean, by the third, fourth flight, I mean, everybody was just fighting 10 mile an hour plus for the rest of the day. Angstrom got some really bad air, and yeah, I mean, he could not hold level to save his life. No offense, but yeah, I mean, it was just bad conditions. Reverse wing over came over pretty rough, and I think it just kind of set the tone for just fighting off a pretty rough conditions. But let's see, his his final loop on the Clover gave everybody a gasp. We're like, okay, he got through it. Final loop was about 10 inches off the ground.
it's on the plus 10 side. That's just fine. All right. So
Yes. Yep.
any landing you can walk away from is a good one. So Hang
Yeah,
in
and
there.
then
That's good.
and then the
Yeah.
landing was looking good because he got through the wind and was landing downwind, and then it came right back into the wind, and as he touched down, caught a little bit under the wing and picked him up.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it wasn't bad. I mean, in the end, the score didn't really.
Yeah, it was decent.
Yeah, it was
So-
decent and didn't really drop him any positions. As a matter of fact, he upped his position over the course of the day. But you know, we think that's the giveaway throwaway score. Sorry, wrong
Yeah.
thing. The throwaway score, because today we're sitting here, we've got about 10 flyers to go, and there's like no air again. It's dead air.
Is there any other Stunt Hangar members there from Australia?
Yeah, but we've run into a handful of guys, New Zealanders. I think it's been largely New Zealanders that have talked about, being Stunt Hangar guys and seeing us. Yeah, they say, oh, we see you on the hangout, and so they've seen Angstrom from there.
Craig
Don't have any really good-
Biswick, is Craig Biswick there?
Don't recognize that name. There was a guy named Bryce that
Yeah.
I think has seen us there.
Yeah, Bryce is. That's good.
Yeah, don't have a whole lot of other names of those kind of folks. The lawn keys just got here. They're somewhere back there. You may be able to see them over our head, but
No.
yeah.
Well, let's see. Maybe we see them, maybe we don't. All right. So
Yeah. Can you pick them out? Do you see anybody?
Oh yeah, there they are. Yeah, there they are.
Is China there?
Yeah.
Is China there?
I don't know. Have we
Not
seen-
yet.
Not yet, yeah.
Yeah, have not seen the Chinese junior, or I mean, we're a little tuned into the juniors. We have not seen the Polish or the Chinese junior.
Yeah.
And I don't think we've seen anybody
No.
from Team
Nope.
China.
Roughly how many people are flying in the World Cup?
World Cup's got about 40.
So that's a pretty good show all by itself. So
Yeah, they originally it was so popular they bumped up the numbers to include 48. I think was the bump up, but eventually it just got picked off to 40. And I guess one of the kind of flyers that people are paying a little more attention to. There is an 8-year-old from Bulgaria who's got a flying fish. I don't know if they posted pictures of his plane, but it looks like a fish. And that kid can is beating some people, and he's got skills for an 8-year-old.
Mhm.
But yeah,
that's it,
I
Angstrom.
don't
You
know.
got to watch out, Angstrom. You got to watch out for those kids, right?
Yeah.
Those young ones. Yeah.
Yeah, damn kids.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Believe me, Angstrom's ready to stomp them.
Like a fly, right? All right.
Yet no mercy.
Hey, you're getting I'm glad you're getting this experience now, a week ahead of the world champs, and so you got some bad air flights and stuff like that, and you get surprised you get a good air flight, it might surprise you. So
Yeah.
just all you got to do, stay in either condition, just stay ahead of the airplane. That's all you can do. Don't let the airplane fly you, and you'll be fine. Just get ahead of it,
Yeah.
stay ahead of it, you'll be all right. So think it through
How
a
about your
little
practice?
before the maneuvers. So
How about your practice flight this morning?
Yeah, I wish the practice flight this morning would have counted. Yeah, it
oh,
was.
all right. That means
I
it's,
was happy with that.
I'm tickled to death. It sounds like you got the airplane working really well. So I'm really happy to hear about that. So
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a good while
Yeah.
where we had major concerns about that, but yeah, the trim
Mhm.
modifications have got us set, and we're good. However, I will say, or Angstrom has said it, that boy, that Esprit flies really well in the wind, right, Angstrom?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So yeah, with windy conditions yesterday, there's that mental piece of like, well, if we had just got the Esprit over here, what could have happened?
Oh yeah,
How
I
did
don't
it
know.
how did it work out with your batteries and your airplane transport?
Yeah, there was zero issue. They never stopped us. I mean, it just the bag of batteries always went through the scanner. We went through, I think, 4 different airports, maybe 5. Zero issue.
Wow.
No, didn't talk to us, nothing. I think there was maybe in Australia, they pulled the bag to the side for a moment and did not like talk to us. And I don't even think they still opened it.
Yeah, they didn't.
Yeah, so maybe they even kind of saw something, talked amongst themselves, and then just sent it on. But yeah, nothing.
Good, good.
That's great.
Yeah,
Wasn't
I
that
think,
way years ago.
Hmm.
yeah, I think Lonky had said it kind of on one of the previous hangouts, but yeah, I think it's one of those things that could go wrong. So I think a lot of people think it will, but yeah, it was a big nothing.
Well, historically,
Good.
there's been a lot of years where the American team has had horrible luck with fuel. And I think it was 1960 or something like the second world champs ever. 2 of the 3 of the team members, their airplanes got lost. They never saw again. And so that was the USA team consisted of one guy flying his #1 airplane, another guy flying one of the backup airplanes. I don't know what the third guy did. Gee, the team didn't do very well. Well, duh. And
Yeah, I'll say.
and it seems like every single year they get over there, no fuel, or the fuel's been contaminated or something like that. And you're hand carrying your batteries and stuff. You got nobody, you get through all the checks there. You got nobody to blame but yourself if you got battery issues. So anyhow,
Yeah.
I'm glad that you're on a roll here. Just enjoy the ride, man. You earned it. You worked your tail off to get there. So just
Yeah, thanks.
keep going on that. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Feeling a little wind now.
Little,
Picking up,
not,
yeah.
not really bad.
So we're
Little.
gonna have a practice flight. There is one practice circle out here, and we're probably about 3 pilots up from going and putting in a practice flight. And then 11:10 is our flight time.
Yeah.
Right.
I think
So,
for a while.
yeah, and it's super nice that East Coast time is exactly 12 hours different from Perth time here. So,
oh, really?
It's
So it's like I got 9:07 here. So it's 9:07
Yep.
there, basically.
9:07 here. It's perfect. Yeah, for calling
Isn't that
families home.
amazing?
Hmm.
Yep. So
That's
it's
great.
super convenient. Yeah, you're not doing a whole lot of tracking with that. You just realize that, yep, 12 hours difference.
That's it. So you can, that means that you can exist like vampires, awake all night and sleeping all day, right? Or something like that.
Right. Right.
So, hey, how about the other half of the team? Are you doing your best? Are you doing your best to help the local economies there, girls? More wardrobes, more stuff, more bling. So
A little bit. We're really here to keep coaching and get him to win. So
yeah,
focus.
that's
Eye
it.
on the prize for now.
Actually, I'll tell you what. Souvenir shop last night robbed us of $70, right?
Yeah, we could go to one souvenir shop. Wasn't good,
Oh, well.
but it was fun. Enjoying the food mostly.
Yeah.
The food is so fresh. Like
Mhm.
everything is
Yeah.
just so fresh and good. It's amazing, and the restaurants are really nice. So we're right downtown. We can just walk. We don't have to drive. It's nice. It's very convenient. So
They got any kiwis there?
what's that?
Kiwi fruit? They got that there?
I don't think we saw it at the store. We did go to the grocery store and got some like fruit and stuff. I didn't notice.
Yeah, I like kiwis.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
to see. That's Ancient favorite. Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll have to see. We got some plums. They were the best plums I've had in like 10 years. So everything is really good.
Have they drawn you in on Vegemite or any of those local sandwich spreads or anything like that?
Yeah. In the airport, the people are like, "Oh, you gotta try Vegemite," and I'm like, "Yeah, I'm not that stupid. Like, you know what that is."
Tim Tams were okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tim Tams are
Tim Tams on the
sugary enough.
airplane. Yeah, the airplane was awesome because they had like little snack bars set up around the airplane, so we'd get up and do a couple laps, grab some Tim Tams and drinks, and sit down. So that was great.
Yeah. My dad
If you
used to
can't-
love going to Australia. He was the last several years he was involved in modeling. He was judging all over the place. He was a he judged at several world champs and stuff like that. And then just took some personal trips. He loved going to Australia, and he was most proud of his Akubra hat. All right. The Australian cowboy hat or whatever.
Yeah.
And it
Yeah.
really was a beautiful hat too. But yeah, he really
what
enjoyed
the
Australia
contest
and New
is.
Zealand and whatever else. But so I'm
Yeah.
tickled to death and jealous actually, and having fun with your Facebook posts too. So keep them coming. So
Yeah, thank you.
yeah, thanks
Yeah,
for
no
keeping us
problem.
up to date on that too. That's great.
Are they keeping the
Trying.
kangaroos off the field?
They pretty much don't bother.
I don't know
I
if you
mean,
can see that right there, the little black marks everywhere.
yeah.
But I mean,
Yep.
it is. I know that's a little farther out, but it is everywhere. It is.
Don't step
absolutely
in the
everywhere.
kangaroo droppings.
You have to. I mean, when you're out by the circle, that's all it is. You have to walk right through it to get to the judges. So
Yeah,
it's
the pits area, they have a row that you can put your handles on and the planes and stuff. But to get around the sides of the pits, you're just walking in nothing but kangaroo dung.
Kangaroo do, huh?
Well,
Oh,
that's
geez.
kind of like Dayton was with geese.
Yeah.
Big piles of geese crap all over the circle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, the kangaroos
Alright.
pretty much stay off to the sides. I mean, the first day we came here, there was one that kind of hopped between the circles, a couple of them, but they pretty much all stay out of the way. And they come out more in the afternoon, more like around 3 or 4 when things are getting close to being done. So not a big deal.
When the
Just
water
looking
buffalo
around
come out,
behind
you
you.
gotta worry.
Looks like a beautiful site there, actually. Looks
It
like
is,
it's all
yeah.
wide open and everything, so. And
Pretty open, yeah. The trees are pretty low. I mean, there is some shrubbery, but it's not terrible.
so in the time you've been on screen, I've seen more blue sky than I have all week here back in Indiana.
Yeah.
All right, so
Yeah.
it looks really great there. So
Yeah.
You know what's shocking is that we're still 2 months away from the dead of winter here, and there are so many days where we're out here just freezing. Like, and some of that's got to do with the wind, but there it's just been a real struggle to keep warm. It's been surprisingly cold out
yeah, I
here.
can see you guys seem to be bundled up pretty good right now, even. So
It's cold, yeah.
Yeah, so that's been kind of a shocking part, just not to have the warmth that we expected out here.
mhm. Have you run into any of the other U.S. team members, or Walker, or Fitz, or Orestes? Have they been around yet, or are
Yeah,
are they there?
Yes, yeah, they've been here. Yeah, they're over at the practice circle right now. Yeah, I mean we've had interactions, and I don't know. We swapped a practice spot with Orestes yesterday because he had an earlier draw than we did. So I don't know. We've been kind of working together and mingling again amongst the folks. And
We all practiced at Lilac Park before the actual competition. We went there and they had a circle, so we were all there doing some practice flights beforehand.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, spending time together at the field hasn't been really a whole lot. We're staying in the downtown of Perth, so we're not in the same hotel or caravanning with them or anything. So just basically see them here at the field. But yeah, we're watching each other's flights, and it's Team USA.
That's it. That's it. So, who's the team manager?
It's Brenda Shooty.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
So-
seen her around a little bit. And then today's last flights of the F2B World Cup. None of the other World Cup stuff is going on today. I think that all ended yesterday. And then that would be tomorrow would be opening ceremony, and then Monday is first flights for the World Championship.
That is so cool. It's like watching the Olympics, walking in under your country's flag in an international stadium. It just doesn't get any better than that. Enjoy it. Enjoy it, the heck out of it. You guys worked hard to get there. Make it happen. So
that's the plan. Yeah.
The pilot there looks awful professional.
that's it. Look at those sunglasses.
It must
Who's
be
gonna
the
argue with those
glasses.
sunglasses?
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he stands out in the
Nice.
crowd with the height and the
Yeah.
look.
I'll bet. I'll bet. So, all right.
Actually, it's been funny. It's been funny. We've had some people come up and compare shoe sizes, like wanting to know what size our shoes were. So we had to show them the tongues of our shoes to show them numbers in there, and yeah, comparing hand sizes with Angstrom and stuff. So there's been some people that have been blown away.
Mm-hmm. That's fantastic. So,
Yeah. Well, I don't know. What do y'all think about the practice circle? You think
I
we're,
think it's gonna be a while. I was waiting.
you know?
I have to see who's going
Yeah.
up there now.
Okay, I'm just mindful of whether we need to be hoofing it
Yeah,
over
we
there or
might
not.
need to-
get to work. We can wait.
Yeah,
We can
quit
wait for
goofing
results.
off. Quit
Yeah,
goofing off.
that's it.
Yeah, got to crack the whip here and get back into it.
Absolutely.
All right, well, yeah, we'll jump off here and kind of get our sorts together and hopefully put in a killer flight for our last one here.
That's it. That's all you can do.
Mhm.
Get all your flights, do the best you can, and then do a little bit better. That's all.
Yeah.
You got, hey, you got this. All right.
Yeah, you got
Now,
it.
1 year ago, did you ever comprehend a year ago that you would be sitting where you're sitting right now? All right.
Yeah.
Come on, man. This is fantastic.
Yeah.
You guys made a heck of a sprint to get there and stuff. So just enjoy it. Keep working and enjoy the ride. So
Yeah, all the
Yeah.
hard work is paying off and coming together. You know,
Mhm.
nothing's we realize in this journey nothing's given to us. That's
Mhm.
for sure.
Yeah.
You know, it comes with some hard work and stuff, but you know, the training is paid off, and boy, yeah, I can't wait to see what happens, whether we're first or worst. I think this is gonna be a good deal, man.
Yep.
all right.
All right, everybody.
Cool.
Well, appreciate you all. Thanks for the support.
Good
Cheers.
luck.
Hey,
Good
thanks
luck.
so much for coming
Give 'em
in.
hell.
This is so cool. I never
Yeah.
expected you'd have any time to do this. So thanks so much for making time for this. So
Yeah, we'll see if it works out. You know, I guess it'd be Tuesday morning for us. You know, the Monday night go of it. So we'll see if we can make it in again.
All righty. Good luck.
all right.
Later.
Take care.
Bye.
We got a Bearcat report coming in.
That's it. And
You do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
surprise.
I don't really have much of a Bearcat report. I'm buffing away. About 2/3 done right now.
Well,
Trying to get it ready for the I Built It contest at the club on Tuesday night. So
all right.
I got something else Dennis is on, so I'm glad to see that. Did something else here quickly. So I'm hoping to go to Brodax and participate in the senior
All right.
stunt pattern. If gas doesn't get to be $10 a gallon or something.
Yeah, you get back this way, it's more reasonable.
So
Yeah, we're only at 5 right now. So
I printed
No.
out
I mean,
the
yeah, we jumped $1.20 in the last 3 days. But anyhow,
Yeah.
um,
Oh, is gas expensive?
so I printed out the pattern off of the
Yep.
Brodac website. And then I made up the diagrams and put them on a wristband. So now I'm ready to go try to see if I can actually do this.
mhm.
So
Yeah, it's actually pretty straightforward. It doesn't stress the airplane or anything like that. So
now I just remember when you and I were working on this a year or two ago, I was doing all the diagrams. And so one day I went out and I tried to do a couple of maneuvers from memory, and it was a real mess.
yeah, well, from memory. And then we actually had a couple other maneuvers that we kicked around that might end up in there yet, but they're not there now. The ones that are in there aren't too scary. So
You can't
the,
change it now. You
yeah,
already
the tri-
published the
the-
rules for this year.
yeah, the inverted or the outside triangle is probably new, but everything else new to you, but everything else is pretty straightforward. So
Hey,
and,
gas prices here in St. Louis are only $3.83.
mhm.
Oh,
That's good to hear.
$4.99.
You're never gonna see $1.85 gas prices again.
When I was at VSC in Tucson, I was walking through the parking lot. I see Mark Smith pulls this 10-gallon can out of his trunk, out of the back of his van, and he empties it into his gas tank. I said, "What the heck are you doing?" He said, "Well, he got a good deal on gas, and so he got an extra 10 gallons." So maybe I'll bring a 10-gallon can when I get to St. Louis. I'll fill it up.
Yeah, who'd have thunk it? My son's got his electric Mustang, and he's just bragging on the family chat about how he's paying less for gas than any of the rest of us. So, and crap, I drive a 40 mile per gallon Econo box, and I'm paying more for gas than he is. So, anyhow,
Howard Rush, John Sukulak, Caffeine, welcome.
Howdy.
Howdy.
so did you guys see the Australia report?
I saw what was
T-Max?
happening, but I didn't get the report. It's over now, right?
No,
No, they're getting ready. They're waiting for a flight that's coming up in a couple hours. He said
Oh,
one of the
that's
things he
right.
said,
That's right.
their time zone is 12 hours off. So
Yeah.
exactly 12 hours. So
From
Yeah, he said
Indiana.
11 something was his flight.
yeah, so it sounds like he's got about 2 hours. Heck, by the time the after party, he'll probably be flying. But
I think after the second round, Angstrom was the second highest junior,
mhm.
and he was doing pretty well overall too, wasn't he? You
Yeah.
guys probably
Well,
got that
yeah,
report.
yeah.
Wasn't far off, was he?
Yeah,
Couple points there or something.
yeah,
It's right
That's
up there
pretty
with
neat.
Chris Cox.
yeah.
Okay. I don't think none
Okay.
of the American senior members flew in the World Cup, did they?
Yeah.
Orestes.
Orestes and
Orestes is? Okay, that's right. Okay.
yeah, they're first and third after 2 rounds.
Okay. So
Do you guys know is the combat competition at the same location as the
Yes,
precision aerobatics? Okay,
yes. And
so
they're
the Lonke boys will probably get started soon.
they're flying in the world champs, or
Right.
Sam is, but not the World Cup.
Mm-hmm.
Because they couldn't convince the school principal that this was important enough to miss school.
yeah.
Okay.
But also, in combat, Sam has the element of surprise. So if he flew in the World Cup, they'd see that he's good and they'd be ready for him when it came to the World Champs. But
Yeah, I
now
heard Mike talk about that.
yeah, he'll
Yeah,
be
it's
able to
always
sneak up
something.
on him for a round or two.
Oh, they don't watch this program.
Yeah.
Well, some of them do. Eh?
Well, they've been posting an awful lot on Facebook the whole time, and anybody who's paid any attention whatsoever knows that Sam and Mike have been flying a zillion flights and getting equipment ready and everything like that. So they know those guys have been working their tails off, even if they haven't seen them fly. But what did Mike say? I forget how many hundred practice matches he said they've flown, and okay, they've had good team practices and stuff. So I don't know. It sound like they're really awesome too. They
I think
did say,
the last meeting he said he was 120 some flights and Sam wanted 150.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, I worry if they've flown in enough contests though, because F2D has a lot of rules, and you can get tripped up on the rules and
Mm-hmm.
get disqualified or something. So.
Yeah, he did. I guess Sam had not this trial. I guess it was the trial before this. He ran across one of those rules and got himself
Yeah.
DQ'd out of a round.
Yeah.
For not parking his airplane correctly after he flew it or something like that. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
It's
not that many contests to go to in the U.S. for FTD.
right. Right.
So at the Worlds, is there just one combat category or?
Yes.
Okay.
So he's got to beat the seniors.
Well, it wouldn't hurt.
Yeah.
They lump everybody together, and the highest scoring junior wins. Austin Miner, who is not on the team, I guess, as a junior. Well, unless he's the junior world champ. Anyhow, looks like he is winning the World Cup combat contest.
Wow. That's
Hmm.
great. That's great. So I don't know. It's I think Mike was explaining it to the everybody's mixed in together, but they also have some kind of a contingency if all the juniors like got, wiped out right up front. They would have another side contest with to pick a junior champion or something like that. But
Yeah, if they're tied.
mhm. And then same for stunt. Everybody's flown together, and then it's what, High Point Junior, High Point
Yep.
woman.
Yep.
So I don't know. We got to talk Samantha back out of retirement or something like that. She could take the woman's spot. I don't know if we have any other women flying stunt in America. I'm sure there are somewhere, but
The woman to watch out for is that Lu Zhang from China.
Yeah.
well, she was. Let's see if she's still sticking with it or if she's found better things to do. So
She's a brain surgeon or something.
Yeah. Her
I mean
Facebook
that could,
page says she's a doctor.
yeah,
Yeah.
that could kind of
Yeah.
take precedence over being a stunt pilot. So
She didn't look old enough to be a doctor to me, but I'll take her word for it.
she's on. If she's on the path, she's going to be busy as heck with that. So
We got a doctor flying combat at age 78.
that would be Chuck.
That'd be Chuck. Yeah.
All right. 78. My
Yeah.
God. Yeah.
Uh,
Wow.
Coming right along with us.
That's it.
Is he still practicing medicine, Howard?
No, he retired a few years ago.
But he
Okay.
still flies combat.
Yeah, still flies combat.
And he was flying combat at like a senior age group, wasn't he? Or something like that. He's been around forever. So
Yeah, he's been around forever.
yeah, that's for sure.
Any of you guys know Bob Arata from the 90s?
No, he CD'd the contest there in the fall, didn't he?
Yeah. But he was a flyer pretty prominent in this area in the 90s. He passed away yesterday.
Hmm. I heard you mentioned Jay Williams the other day. I was a real shock losing him. Kind of. I guess he got sick and went south real quick. So
Pancreatic cancer.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I'll get you.
So that's tough. Jay was a good guy. A good guy.
Yeah.
He's just a neat guy to talk to. So. But anyhow, we'll just keep enjoying it here. I mean, just keep.
I got a
pushing as
picture
long
of
as we can.
I got a picture of Jack Sheeks, your dad, and one other. Oh, John Brodak.
Yeah.
They're all gone. We took that at the Toledo show.
Yep. Yeah. The full picture, I was in the background, but even my copy of it, I cropped that out because I wanted just those three.
Yeah.
But
And I'm looking at a picture across the way of Wesley, Dick, me in the middle, and Billy. And I don't know, I could be next, but they're kind of up there and not doing super well.
Well, Wes just turned 94. He's doing reasonably well. He's
Wow.
he's he's lost some of his mobility and he can't fly control line anymore. His biggest thing is that he's lost his hearing to the point where he's not enjoying his life very much anymore. So, I mean, we got to take him out to lunch here. We haven't had him out to lunch for a while. And, I got myself sidetracked here, but I'm hoping maybe next week we can get together with him and take him out for his birthday. But yeah, we take him to a restaurant and it's really, really hard to keep him engaged in a conversation because you have to like, in a public area, just shout at him, so.
Well, yeah, in a restaurant, there's all this background noise
Yeah,
from
there's
everybody else
just-
talking, and it's really
Yeah.
hard to pick out
It's-
High
the.
ceilings are horrible.
Yep. So,
Does there exist now some speech to text software so you can see what people are saying on your phone or something?
there ought to be. I know, I don't have it myself, but maybe that would be something to look up for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got it on my phone.
Where, it'll translate text.
Yeah. Well, it'll translate to different languages even.
Mhm.
Yeah, let me see what it's called.
Seems like the technology is there for that.
Yeah, they've got it working every other way. They had the, the landline version of that for a long time.
Hmm.
So.
Let's see. Yeah. It's a transcribe only. Let's
Mhm.
see. Yeah, we're asking this phone if it can do speech to text. Yeah, one off there, but yeah, there we go. See, if you just read it.
Kirby.
It's exactly what I said.
Yeah, a friend of mine gave me this app for restaurants. It's called what's it called? Sound Print. And you just turn it on and push the button, and it records the sound and tells you what the sound level is in decibels.
Hmm.
And then you can punch a button and send it into the master database. So if you want to go to a restaurant, you can pull the restaurant up and see what the noise level is before you go.
Yeah.
If you want to go to a restaurant, you can pull it up and see, what it is. Let's see what it says. Conversation. I've got it translated to Chinese, but I can't read Chinese. I was hoping that it would say it.
Hmm.
Oh,
Let's see here. Nope.
Sparky, what? Excuse me. What is that app called?
Sound Print.
Translate on your. It's just called Translate up there in the.
Okay.
It's on your iPhone.
All right. Translate. Pretty sure Wes has an iPhone, so.
You set it English to English, and then set it on the table and push
well,
it.
if you can do that, otherwise you'll have to talk. Well, you could talk in Polish, say, and have it come out in English.
Yeah.
If Wes,
Yeah, jak się masz?
Mm.
Let's see.
Dziękuję.
Oh, geez.
Let's see here.
Yeah, we are asking this phone if it can do speech to.
Oh, it does. It does talk. You just gotta. Let's see what it says in Chinese.
哦，不知道。
如果你想去一家餐厅，你可以把它拉起来，看看你知道什么，看看他说什么。
什么？
That's
I don't know.
Chinese?
I think it just insulted your mother. I'm not sure, but yo, mama. Yeah. Whatever.
In other news, we're looking at having electronic scoreboards at the Nats.
That sounds
Wow.
really good. Is it still manual scorekeeping or manual tabulation, or is it?
Yeah, it's manual tabulation, but as soon as the tabulator pushes enter, the score appears on the scoreboard.
Terrific. So replace the 4-sided board with 4 TV sets or something like that, huh? Or 4
Something
monitors.
like that.
Yeah.
Or
Or one
we're,
monitor with 4 separate things,
we're
whatever.
seeing if the AMA has monitors. I found out that I wanted to do this a while back when people were making a lot of mistakes transcribing scores and adding them manually and stuff. And so I thought it was complicated, but it turns out there's one button you can push on Excel to add a monitor. So
Mhm.
you can have this scoreboard there full time while you do other things on the computer.
Nice.
Terrific. It's also a good little, the guys who are crowding the tabulators waiting to get their score sheets. Well, if their
If
score,
you're real slick, Howard, you could put a Wi-Fi on it and a printer and have him push the button and print the score.
We got that now.
well, I guess I was surprised. I don't know, disappointed is the right word, but I was surprised we didn't do some kind of direct tabulation. The AMA's been doing that for the RC pattern and some other events and stuff that judge put in a score and then it automatically goes into the, basically the flight is totaled as soon as you put the last judge puts his last score in.
They had that at the World Champs in Poland, and it didn't work, and I got screwed. So I'm not too excited about
Well,
that.
if it doesn't work, that's kind of a problem. I guess I'm going on taking a leap of faith is that we'd have a system that actually worked, but and
Yeah,
it just seemed like that is the hardest part. And although I guess historically it hasn't been an area of mistakes or anything like that, but boy, those tabulators work their tails off, especially the first couple of days, and it's easy to see some kind of tiredness or whatever, starting to affect the outcomes. But
well, that's why you got two of them, and they check against each other.
exactly. So it's twice as much. So.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. So.
But it's worth it.
It's worth it, I guess, if you can find the people willing to do the tedium, do the task.
They got them.
So.
Roy Lane says good evening from the chat.
Well, yeah, we talked about that electronic scoring pads for the judges a while back, and they probably do that in Australia. We'll see. So I think Bill Lee had a system for them, but it's got to be very reliable.
Mm-hmm.
And one should have a pencil backup there, someone writing them down with a pencil in case it fails. But yeah, and in my case, it was the high scoring judge whose scoring pad failed.
Did it fail, or did he accidentally delete something? Do you know?
No, it failed, and people said you could see him out there looking at his pad and trying to get it working and not watching the stunt. And yeah, it was unfortunate.
That's
So
Murphy's Law.
they averaged the other scores. Igor Berger thought I should ask for a refly, but I thought, hey, that's a pretty good stunt. I don't know if I can fly that well again.
Hey, when you guys were talking with Angstrom, did their flying lines come up? Did they end up using fishing line, and was it okay, or don't we know?
We didn't ask.
Okay.
Good question.
I know they were kind of getting a lot of input on that.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the way the rules read, you should be able to use thread if it'll hold the pull test.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm looking at World Cup scores or no new scores appearing. There's third round scores are trickling in, but
Well, if they're trickling in, it's probably not. Well, wait a minute though. It's in the morning there, but if they're
What time
trickling
do they
in, maybe
start?
that
Yeah.
means they're not doing it electronically then.
it's 9:40 a.m.
Yeah.
Are you on the FAI website, Howard, or how are you getting to that?
On the Australian website. Let's see. It's
Put a link in chat.
I don't know how. 2026 ausworldcup.org. 2026 ausworldcup.org.
All right.
And then click on results and you can see what's happening.
That event is under FAI though, right?
Yes.
Okay. So the rules are exactly the same in the World Championship as
Yes.
in the World Cup? Okay.
Yes. And they have to have judges from, I think, at least 3 different countries. That's why they have these things at the World Champs, because they already have a bunch of countries represented. They can pick judges from. Guys in St. Louis have World Cup contests there. They get an American and a Canadian and somebody else. And
Yeah.
okay, I'm gonna go. I'll look at combat and see if there's anything there.
Yeah, if I understood them right, they said they thought combat was finished.
Ooh,
So that could be a good sign.
Austin is 7-1, and well, there's a guy with 6-1 who's only has 1 loss, so they should have a fly off there, and he'd have to beat Austin twice to win, wouldn't he? At least Austin is the first place junior.
And where's he from?
Kansas City.
So Howard, once the round robin ends, if there's only one person undefeated, is the contest over or is there more flying?
Well, if there's a tie for second or something, they
Okay.
have to fly that off.
But it's not like you're flying to get into, a semifinal or a final or something.
No.
Okay.
In fact, let's see, for third and fourth, there was a tie. Guys tied at 5-2, and they flew it off.
I see.
Okay, back to stunt.
Did I miss any big news on your airplane, Mark?
Not really. I'm buffing away.
Okay.
That's pretty shiny now. I think you can stop there.
Well,
a lot of
it looks shiny on the photograph, but if you zoom in real close and start looking for dust specks and
Oh,
little marks and bubbles and everything, you'll see them.
oh.
In FAI, are there any Arab countries represented?
No.
No UAE, no Israel, none of that stuff, huh? No.
Israel shows up from time to time. In fact, the Minor brothers, one time were the Israeli team. They people switch countries. And one time, I think there were 8 U.S. residents who were flying on other countries' teams for combat.
How is I can't remember Steve Moon's son, whatever his name
Oh,
is.
Jake.
Jake.
Jake, how's he doing?
Oh, let's look. He's after 2 rounds, he's in 34th place. So not too exciting.
Out of how many?
Yeah.
You
39
said
or
they
40?
thought there were around 40, I thought.
41.
41.
Looks like 40 of whom have flown.
And he's representing Singapore, right?
Singapore, right.
Yeah.
And Chris Cox is in 8th place.
What's he flying, Howard?
His backup airplane.
Backup airplane. Yeah, he had a beautiful airplane that he crashed. He went
Oh,
down
jeez.
to practice with Dave Fitzgerald and guys in California. And his elevator control horn slider slid.
Yeah,
Crap.
Well, David
read
was
about
flying
that.
it actually, and it crashed. Yeah, he stopped. I saw the smithereens when he stopped by on the way home, and it was a beautiful airplane. Flew great, I guess. So he's flying an Aurora that he borrowed from Tim Just.
Hmm.
So was it the Wildcat that he crashed or Hellcat?
Yes.
Hellcat. His latest one.
Yeah.
That thing was gorgeous.
Yeah. This latest one was even better. It was, if you can believe that. That's a humdinger. Yeah, he had an old one, and he auditioned as a backup. He auditioned that and the Aurora, and decided to take the Aurora because it had a snappier corner, which they like in FAI now.
Mm.
And Paul Walker is flying a new Anteater.
Oh,
It's fluorescent.
He's not going to try his bomber, huh?
No, he left the bomber at Dave Fitzgerald's house in California. And as soon as he gets back, he's going to switch to the bomber and practice down there, and then drive to the Northwest Regionals without going home first. And he's going to fly the bomber at the Regionals.
great.
Yeah,
Pretty good airplane.
it's a humdinger.
Hey, John. Tony said that Spectra Lines was no problem there.
Okay, thank you, Ed.
You're welcome.
How much did that bomber weigh, Howard?
The new one, I think, is about 70 ounces or so. The old one was 106, as I recall.
Whoa.
My God. 2 pounds, 2.5 pounds lighter. Are you kidding me?
Not the same size, though.
The
Helium.
new one's the same size as a regular stunt plane. The old one was kind of big.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
70 ounces, it's almost a normal stunt plane. I mean, weight-wise and stuff. So
yeah, and 700
it's
square
it's not exactly, not exactly an outlier. So that's fantastic. You can pull that off.
Yeah, the old one, he flew it at the 2001 Nats.
Mm.
And we went out the night before and got it working with lower pitch props, and I think a lower nitro fuel, and different glow plugs, and I forget what else there was, but it was going slow and flying really nicely. And so this was night before the finals. and went out the next morning to fly, and an engine quit. Maybe more than
geez.
once. So he reverted to the more reliable combination of the 9.5 prop instead of the 9.4, and a different glow plug, and more nitro. And when he got to the overhead 8, I think he got a cramp in his arm.
Yeah.
And he messed it up, and no, that was must have been the semifinals. So he didn't make the finals. That was the deal.
Hmm.
That was a humdinger.
Hmm. Well, I bet his engine starting routine is a lot easier with the new airplane. So
Yeah, that's too easy.
do you
They
miss
can't sound
do
as
you
good.
miss being the crew chief? Chief pit man there.
Not much.
Hey, crew chief, push the button. Yeah. All right. Oh well.
The new one probably doesn't sound as great as the old one.
Nah, that was the cool part. Well, one
Yeah,
of
it
the
was
cool
so
parts.
cool the way it sounded.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't know. Even electric, I think the multi engines have a certain personality to them, and I
Well,
haven't seen a 4 engine, but I bet it's got a hell of a personality. So
what's his name from St. Louis was flying electric twins for a long time at the Nats, and nobody noticed.
Paul
mhm.
Burnell.
Walt Brunel, yeah,
He's been flying them for years and years before anybody else.
yeah, and they didn't sound like they ought to, so people didn't pay any attention to them. It's kind of surrealistic to see a B-17 do a stunt pattern.
Yeah.
Remember the first time I saw that? That was kind of weird. We were flying one time at an airport, and this guy drove up and got out of his car, and he said, "It's a model," he said. He was driving by and he saw this B-17 doing crazy things.
Amazing.
That had a 72-inch wingspan, didn't it?
I don't remember.
Yeah. No.
Another time we were flying at the same airport, and the runway was closed on the weekends. Well, this one guy in a Cessna didn't get the message. And Paul was out flying at the intersection of the runway and a taxiway, and I went out and waved the guy off. He did a go around, fortunately.
Ugh. That sounds even worse than at the Nats when the free flights used to DT into the circle. So
Yeah.
Yeah, how come they fly them so close to Circle 4?
what?
They should, the free flights, they should be flying them closer to the RC guys or in the
Well,
field
they
by
fly where they locate wherever the wind tells them to. They try to keep it on the field, and they'll locate a lot of different spaces there. Of course, they got to keep away from the live airport off the one end too. What south end? I think there's still a little active runway there. So
back where they fly the RC Combat.
yeah. Well, hell, I was running a sailplane contest, a nationals. In fact, we were set up back there, and AMA president come over and personally kicked our asses off of it.
Hmm.
Says, you shouldn't be there. Says, oh, did anybody mention that during the planning meetings? Did anybody mention it to the any of the other RC events that use that routinely? But yeah, we were set up there for the cross country event, cross country sailplane. as much as anything, because it was part of our course, and I mean, picked up a national championship, picked it up at 10 a.m. and moved it over by the I guess it's the pylon racing area. Just moved it about the middle of the field there in the whatever that crossroad is in the middle of the loop. So anyhow, it happens. Yeah, I was out there last summer. My nephew was there for the Free Flight Nationals, and they're there located all along one edge. Perfect day for free flight, not much breeze or anything like that, and the whole field was thermaling on up. And he shrugged. He says, "I'm going to lose an airplane today," and sure enough, he did. So fly away, chased it for a half an hour, and he never did catch up to it. But that was a scale model. So he
Well,
didn't have a
after that
DQ on it or
airplane
anything.
crashed, after that pylon racer crashed on Circle 4,
Yeah, I was just looking for a picture of that.
I keep my head on a swivel when I hear them flying. That thing was
Yeah.
like a bullet when it come across there.
Screaming like mad.
In at the World Cup, a couple more scores got posted. Orestes has his third flight in. He's in the lead, and Murray Howell, who was in second place, is still in second place. David hasn't flown yet, but I don't think David can catch up. Murray Howell is just he's Australian. He's kind of a middle of the pack flyer. I'm kind of surprised to see him in second place. He must be practicing.
Home field advantage.
Home field advantage, yeah.
That's right. He knows how to fly down under. So
yeah.
Well, the Coriolis effect is different down there, so maybe that's affecting the airplane.
Yeah,
that's right. I wonder if that means I couldn't use a pusher prop down there. Oh.
I don't know. Orestes and I are undefeated in the Southern Hemisphere.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Super.
Here's the divot from that plane. We got away from the pylon racer. That's the mark in the blacktop where the engine hit. You can see the shadow from the wings.
Yeah.
That thing was hauling ass when it
Here's
came
what
over.
was left of it.
Actually, I'm surprised the wing is recognizable.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was all of a sudden there's a screaming noise and wham. And we all looked around. Fortunately, nobody was on the circle at that time.
Mm-hmm.
That and the year the Brazilians came and their motors were flying out, you got to watch for that shit. Wings were flying off, motors came out of the airplane.
Sometimes motors disintegrate too.
I asked that one Brazilian, I said, "Down there, do you guys use glue?" Or what?
Yeah, it was quite a sight when those guys. I never saw them at the Nats, but the one year they came to Brodak, and my God, they're all over the place. You're restructuring the events and everything like that, trying to figure out how to get everybody to get a flight in. But
Well, that year that I'm talking about, it was pretty windy, and Benny had I guess his name's Rodriguez.
Yeah.
He had borrowed a guy's airplane in Classic, American guy's airplane, and he was doing dead stick loops with this guy's brand new airplane. He was a little upset.
Well, hey, if you're going to borrow it, ride it like a rented mule. That's all. But
All right, guys, let me shut down the YouTube channel. It's 9 o'clock. Let's see here. If you're watching on YouTube, we appreciate it. And you got the $20 super chat. Really appreciate that. That's first one of the month. I think we had 3 last month. Wow. Let's see here. We want to go to my videos, which is over here. My videos. And come to the stream for a night. Like, subscribe, and share. And we appreciate the support. And most of all, leave a comment and a like. So we'll see you tomorrow. Fair winds, tight lines. See you.
Indeed. Take care.
All right,
So,
I'll
okay,
get
we're
back to
off.
buffing my bear cat. So I'll see you guys hopefully Monday night.
There's an 8-year-old